Welcome to the Physics 4, a four-man, four-episode series discussing the physics of everyday life.
Each episode will be hosted by one of the people in this podcast.
The episodes in order will be My Dynamic Fears by Shishir, Farming for Forces by Jay, Riding the Workforce by Taha, and Driving Tensions by Habib.
Now with that out of the way, let's begin. Okay, boys. Episode 2.
What's the name?
Farming for Forces.
Farming for Forces.
Yep.
No pun intended.
Jay, you're such a nerd.
Sorry, I gardened and farmed during the summer, okay?
Gardens. Ladies.
Hey, that's sexy. I have my own garden too. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, ladies, he's available.
Okay, funny part is I'm using analogies of also cooking. Because I also cook.
Oh, wonderful. Oh my god, look, yo. He
He's
has
a chef.
everything.
He's a garden.
Alright.
Well, what does this have to do with forces, huh?
Okay, so first things first. You guys know what mulch is?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Explain.
What?
So
Wait.
You
What?
said
What'd you say?
mulch.
Mulch.
Yes. Thinking his names correctly.
Sounds like sports.
So basically, shush you.
So mulch is?
So, say you have a garden. This is not for farming, for gardens.
Okay.
You want to make the soil look nice too, right? So you put something on top of it. For my family, it's wood chips, right? Colored red.
Oh, makes
Right?
sense.
So basically, when you empty a bag of anything, right? You know how sometimes it gets like you won't come out, like it won't when you shake it and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you shake it, small bits come off, and all of a sudden, all of it comes off.
Yeah.
You know how that works?
No.
Of course, you guys know.
Explain, please.
Okay, so it's basically when it's all together, it's one mass, and then it's also frictional force behind it. So the gravitational force is not equal to the frictional force, so it won't move. When you shake it though, it breaks it apart. Small pieces come off, but at some point in time though, enough pieces fall off that it actually the whole thing comes off. So when you're you're emptying some sugar and all of a sudden all of it comes off. That's why.
Okay.
Oh, so basically,
Hold
like,
on.
You're pouring flour.
Yeah.
Out of the big bag.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say you're pouring it into a big bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you're doing this, trying to get a little bit out, it doesn't
Yeah.
flour doesn't it just stays there.
Yeah.
You have to
You have to tap it at the back.
Yeah,
I
shake
think
it.
I think I know what's going on. So like, you know how
I
like
explained it,
the
but okay.
object becomes like one at like one point
Yeah.
because the mass is so
Yeah,
great.
it's okay.
So that's what's
Basically,
happening.
like I said earlier, it's basically one mass. Even though small things, it's one thing, it's all together. And then it's also concealed within the plastic, which is also creating a frictional force.
So when you shake it, what happens to the mass?
So you're
It
breaking.
breaks up?
So you know how like small parts come off, like really small parts
Yeah.
come off at certain points.
Yeah.
That's breaking apart from it,
Okay.
becoming its own thing, becoming small,
Yeah.
it's coming off, and then enough of it breaks off that you get the whole thing coming down. That's when you get like flour when you put too much in.
Yeah, that's true.
How do you solve that problem? Because I don't want like you.
What does that have to do with mulch?
Because
That's how it comes
when
out.
you, if you don't buy it from like directly from the thing, you buy it from like a say Walmart or like Home Depot, right? Like bring it in bags.
You
Yeah.
get money for
So
advertising.
now I was gardening,
Okay.
all right? I was doing it, and then all of a sudden, all of it comes off, and I have a huge pile of mulch on top of my now presumably dead flower
Oh
my
Oh, wow.
because it's suffocated.
Yeah.
And crushed.
Jay, you're letting flowers suffocate in summer.
Luckily, I'm pretty sure it's fine. I hope so.
Digs into it.
Rights for plants.
So I don't only garden. Like I said, I also farm. Like I also have green peppers, all that stuff
Wait,
going
talking
on.
about like chickens and stuff, right? At your
No,
house?
I don't. I guess I do have chickens. I don't farm. Those are pets.
Wow.
Okay, no, let's back it off.
So what else do you do? Like,
I farm.
okay, no, but like within.
So we use tools for farming, of course,
Uh-huh.
right? So we have peppers, squash, all that. So to do that though, we have to like clean off the ground,
Mhm.
the topsoil, all that. We have to like, make holes for it and everything.
Yeah.
But doing that, you need tools, right?
Mhm.
So the first thing I do is use a hoe, right? That's for
A what?
you know. Okay, it's a tool. It's
Uh-huh.
a pick. One side is like a pickaxe, like it has a pick to it, and the other
Yeah.
one's flat. So you bring it
Oh,
down.
hose.
Yes.
A hose.
Oh.
Not hose.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
You
Okay,
said a
not-
single hole.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay.
I got confused. That's why I asked.
I can tell. I can tell. So you take that. So you bring it down. You hit it to the ground, and basically makes a hole in it. You can use it to break hole. And now the science behind that is basically taking gravitational potential energy as you do it, put work force into it, you pushing it down, plus you're turning that work for the gravitational potential energy into kinetic energy. more energy into it, and therefore
Whoa.
use it.
Let's break this down.
English.
Let's
Okay.
break this down.
Okay.
You have
Yeah.
your thing at the back of you, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's gravity. No, hold on. You lifting it over you.
There's also
Yeah.
air resistance against
I'm not
the
that
Okay,
It's
no.
minimum. It's minimum.
You
Yeah,
like
it's
so-
against the
tiny.
But when you're using that, when you're using that part, using the pick part, right? That's the small narrow part
Oh,
goes
but
outwards.
the air
So,
just like-
So it pierces through. It
the
doesn't
area,
matter.
okay.
exactly.
So wait, so this is all one motion, right?
Yes.
So you have your thing at the back, and
Yeah.
then you bring it up. So that's what kinetic.
Okay, no, that is workforce.
That is workforce, and then you're at your peak.
Yes, and
Right?
when you bring it down, that's at the peak you have gravitational potential energy,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's just all one motion where you can hit your.
Yes.
What wall?
Usually it's a ground.
Okay, I was gonna say
And-
target.
That's not the
A
point.
person
is-
shouldn't be there.
Yes.
And then I guess
I
it
hope
just
not.
breaks
Yeah.
the ground all with one momentum.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
So like if you're having hard power of soil or trying to get a hole, like a deep hole, that's what you use. So a little story, right? So my dad used to raise pigeons, right? In the pigeon coop.
What?
Yeah,
You know what? You know what? Let's not.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Continue.
But so we had a pigeon, like a coop, right?
Okay.
Which is yeah.
Yeah.
On top of the dirt, we had to put cement tiles on top of it to keep it as a foundation, right? Those cement tiles got buried underneath dirt for a long while because we no longer have it.
Mhm.
And doing so, me and my mom did not know that, and I was using that. Imagine all that energy going down my head, hitting a solid piece of stick.
Ooh.
Yeah. That turned into
Have you seen those? Have you seen those videos where the people they hit the tire with a hammer and it just hits them back in the face?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Or like that. I saw this video on Instagram, like off topic, but like there's this guy smashing a car with a bat, like a baseball bat, and this guy like hit the window. This guy hits the window, bounces back, hits him in the face. Like what were you thinking? I don't know what these people think when they hit a tire with a hammer, thinking it's not gonna come back or it's
Oh
gonna
my-
stay.
It's probably because those windows were like bulletproof.
that's a action reaction, you know.
Yeah.
And you're
Third
right.
law.
But like
Third
it comes
law-
back
third law.
with so much like
Yeah.
force and speed.
Well, I mean, that's your applied
Yeah.
force to it.
So
So
whatever
it's
you
gonna come
whatever
back
you
at
put
you.
into it comes back at you.
Wait, so Jay, so
So
what happened?
imagine a
to your
solid
arm?
object.
Yeah,
Okay.
your hand okay? Whoa.
It was fine. It was fine. Cause luckily, I did this. When I put it out, I did put a lot of for my own force.
So you let
energy,
momentum do
Take-
its thing.
yes.
Yeah.
right? And then I hit it. I'm like, my wrist was a little messed up for a bit, like a couple of minutes, but it was
Mm-hmm.
fine. So now I wasn't even thinking about that. My main issue is like, how am I supposed to get this out?
Oh, okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So the way the hoe is a curved bottom too to the top of it.
Mhm.
So
No, go on.
okay, yeah. So first I gotta find the edge of it. I found the edge and I put the pick underneath it, and I started using the hoe as a lever.
Mhm.
Cause okay, here's a little thing about the cement tile. It was an 26 by 28 inch cement tile with a 3-inch width. Right? It was like it was heavy. You couldn't lift it off on your own.
I was hefty. That's hefty then.
Yeah, heavier than me for sure.
Oof.
Right?
Okay.
Well, I'm assuming I haven't weighted it, but I can't carry it. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get this thing out of the garden.
Mm.
So I'm like, okay, I got this big. I know about simple machines and how levers work
Mhm.
and pulley systems, right? Not pulley systems. I don't know why I said pulley systems. So levers work, right?
Uh-huh.
So I use the lever. I'm pulling it and I'm pulling it. I put all my weight on it and it flips.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Shoot.
Yes, and I got it out.
Okay.
But now it's halfway through, so I had to leave it to carry it out.
Mhm.
So that's the science behind that.
Yo, see, this is why I don't farm.
It's not that dangerous.
Or like I just keep my little garden with like them little tomatoes growing.
Yeah, but you gotta keep that tomatoes nice and like proper. You have to water it regularly, keep it in the sun regularly. I grow tomatoes too, okay?
Mhm.
Oh, so you don't have enough space. That thing will be small, okay?
I don't feel like the angle in our balcony is enough to allow sunlight to come through though. Cause like I don't know, I just feel like we had to because we used to live in a house. That's when we had like all of that stuff. But now we have to like grow stuff like aloe vera.
that stuff is good for your skin though.
Yeah, it is.
It's amazing for your
I
skin.
know, it's actually pretty good tasting too.
I feel like oh my god, aloe vera actually hurts though. Like you don't know, like sometimes you're actually like I guess what's it called thing, dealing with like your plants and whatnot, right? And it's really spiky. Like I don't know why. Like,
Yeah, it is.
It hurts. It hurts a lot. But I guess like how do I say this? The physics behind that.
Why are you trying to sit there?
The physics, I don't know. The physics behind getting hurt. It's kind of like an instant reaction. No, it's just like you getting hurt, you pulling back and whatnot. I don't know if that can be associated with
send
physics.
signal to your brain saying ouch.
Yeah, that's more
That's
biology.
more chemical. That's
more biology.
I'm sorry. Yeah, biology.
Explain to me the physics behind when you take that pickaxe.
Mm-hmm.
There's dirt.
Mm-hmm.
You hit it, right? You hit the dirt. You wind it up. You hit it. Why doesn't it go all the way through? Like it's at a certain point, the dirt stops it.
Mm-hmm.
Or why
Because
doesn't that thing just break?
But
like,
yeah,
you
all the
with
way
such
through, yeah.
so much force.
Like
Wait,
all the way
you're talking
through.
about the dirt or the cement?
No, no.
What are you talking about? Okay, I'll
Why
answer yours
does
first.
the dirt stop?
Okay, after a certain
thing
point, the
at a certain
energy
point?
is all gone. Like you have a kinetic energy.
Oh, you
sorry,
have to put a certain amount of energy.
yeah, I
That
can
makes
say
sense.
after the gravitational energy turns to kinetic energy,
Mhm.
that kinetic energy is being used up. After that is used up, it's basically gone. Also, it's working against the dirt, so the dirt also slows that down. Mind you, I'm also holding it, putting work energy into it. So as soon as I stop putting work force into it, it also loses that. So after a certain point, it just basically stops.
But like, wouldn't it be the case that if you were to go even farther, you would need more?
Yeah, more
Yes.
energy applied.
More
to
energy.
the.
Also, the deeper you go into Earth, the more dense it gets too.
Mhm. Oh, okay.
So I don't know why we dig a hole straight through anywhere like
That
that
is
deep, but at some point you'll probably need a what's it called? Basically, when people mine for oil and stuff, they have I think it's called factors. I can't remember. Basically, it's not drills. They use vibrations to break the earth apart because you can't use drills.
Oh,
Mm.
that's actually sick.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so you want to explain that a bit? Like they use vibrations.
What
to-
is
I
it
think it's a vibration. Okay, after
Do
the
they
drill-
like shake the dirt
Okay,
for it
after-
to get like less impact so
Okay,
that they
I
can
don't
break through?
know. Okay, this thing, right? Because I don't really know how they get oil and stuff. I believe they drill to a certain point, but when they can no longer drill, they'll drill to like the fine drill at a certain
Mhm.
point. After that, while they start like breaking up the earth, like they'll vibrate it. They break like I told about the mulch. You shake the mulch, small piece will come off. You shake the earth, small parts coming off of it
Mhm.
to get oil. Right. That's also how you shift through sand to get something. You shift something, you're breaking the sand into smaller pieces, leaving the finer details. Right? Also, it's also because cement. That's why you also constantly keep cement rolling so it doesn't dry up and gets denser.
Mhm.
You want to keep it nice, smooth liquid.
Okay.
So as soon as you stop moving the cement, it'll start drying up and becoming one solid piece. Get it? See, the thing is, this can go on with construction, baking, farming, gardening. It literally applies to almost everything. When you any hands-on work, like
Oh, okay.
you get.
Well, I mean, thanks for the insight because I didn't know anything.
I didn't know
Farmer
about
or
that.
anything.
I mean, I didn't know about the vibration stuff.
Honestly,
That's actually
The fact that
that's
Okay,
actually
that
breaking
is
the
a certain
loan.
amount.
That is worth it. I have no clue. I have to double check it.
Well, look it up.
I mean, it's,
Yeah,
it's
can
good
someone look that up right now?
information.
I think it's called fracking.
Fracking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. It's called fracking.
It's called fracking.
Oh, hold on.
So, what do they use though? Like, do they have like a
I
machine?
don't.
Do
Okay,
they have?
I actually I got the definition right here.
Uh-huh.
So fracking is basically the process of injecting liquid at high pressures into
it's
subterranean
using- no,
rocks.
it was not
So it's
vibration.
liquid.
It's liquid.
So
use,
what
okay.
it does, it like because of all that pressure, right? It's forcing like fissures and whatnot to open up and to let the oil and
To run-
whatnot
to
to
run
come
through.
out. Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't
Because
vibration.
I
Okay,
thought it was
still sick.
waves. I thought they used some sort of like waves to like.
No,
No,
waves
no,
to,
it's like
shake it.
simple combustion.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like you're basically causing it to blow up and it coming from below.
I thought it'd be like some type
Chemistry
of, like,
to
wave to sound
physics.
vibration.
That's sick. Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought it'd be like wave to sound vibration.
That's what I
Vibrating
thought
the
too,
earth to
yeah,
some
no.
point
Yeah,
where
but
it
like
cracks
that's
and all
like how earthquakes work too. Like, see, I thought that too, but when I realized, as I said that, I realized how would you vibrate one specific part?
Exactly. Also, that'd be kind of dangerous, no?
Yes.
Because I
Sinkholes
don't
is
think
a
you
real
can
thing.
control that with liquid. I think you can.
You can. You know, say sinkholes is a real thing. Like, you know
that. Yeah,
how
same goes. Yeah, just
you can say if you vibrate it at a certain
swallow
point,
a
it's
whole
going.
area.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
So
Well-
Jay, you have any final thoughts?
Yeah.
Any more insight? at
Okay.
all, or are we good?
I think we're good.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
All right. That
Wow,
was
very insightful, Jay. I think we learned.
I learned a lot.
Yeah, same. I learned more than
Nothing about
50.
I don't know anything
Nothing
about
about
like these
farming.
garden hose and whatnot.
It's probably the more affordable ones of our podcast.
I guess so.
Oh, this is probably the shortest one, I feel.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Doesn't matter.
Well, this was episode 2.
Yep, this episode 2.
Farming for Forces. I
Uh-huh.
think that's it, guys.
And our next one, we'll talk to Taha.
Yeah.
I mean,
About transportation.
Yeah.